The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from To the Table, gaming with family and friends. Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
And Megan the Daughter.
And you can tell this is not an ordinary episode because we're in different shirts.
Yeah.
We're in our Doctor Who attire because we're playing
Doctor Who, Time of the Daleks board game. And today is a very special Doctor Who day. It is the 55th anniversary since Doctor Who originally aired on TV.
And what else?
It's Clara Oswald's birthday.
Yeah, and you're going to mention that in the video.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a couple of big things that are going on.
Yep.
This is a game that was actually given to us by my good friend Dave Taylor from To the Table. Mm-hmm. So we want to thank him for that because, spoiler, you really love this game.
I love it. I'm a massive Whovian though, so this is like the best game. It's probably up there for my game of the year too.
Yeah, so this is a game that's filled with all sorts of timey-wimey, going forwards in time, backwards in time. We got to deal with Daleks. We got to deal with everybody. The Master.
Yeah.
So there's
Lots
a lot
of
of
cool stuff.
lot of really cool things.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to play through not the normal one. We're going to show you the introductory
almost,
one because it plays faster.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be a few things that you won't see in our game. Mainly like regeneration. We didn't get that.
No.
And that's kind of a big thing that happens. But we want to save some things for you guys to read in the rules.
Yeah.
But this is a good way for you guys to get a good idea of how the game is played. So I'll just shut up and let you guys check it out.
Alonzi.
There's a lot of parts to this game, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to explain the game as we go because a lot of different things happen at different times, and I think it would be confusing to just kind of tell you everything at once. So I think it'll make more sense to explain it as we go. The other thing I want to point out is that we normally play with basically the normal rules, and what we're going to do in this video is we're going to show you what they have in the rule book for your first game. So we've actually removed certain
Locations.
dilemmas and time anomaly cards that have the Dalek icon on them. And we're also going to ignore the fixed points, the time locked, and the time breach things. Now, basically what those do is they limit you either being able to re-roll or change die faces.
Or your dice pool.
Or your dice pool gets shrunk. So we're going to, for the purposes of this video, we're going to ignore those, but we normally play those. And when we play normally, we're probably at about 50-50.
Yeah.
We win and we lose. So this is going to be a little speed the game up, basically.
Yeah.
All right, so mainly what we want to do, this is kind of a race. We are racing our TARDISes all the way to Gallifrey, and we want to do that before the Dalek ship gets there, because if the Dalek ship gets there, what happens, Megan?
Time war.
Time war, yeah. We don't want a time war.
Not again.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a time war.
No more time wars.
Yeah.
One was bad enough.
So we will each be playing as a different incarnation of the Doctor. I am going to be playing as the fourth Doctor, Tom Baker, because he is the Doctor that I grew up with. And Megan will be playing as
My doctor, Matt Smith, the 11th.
And Megan has actually met Matt Smith.
I met him twice, and he remembered me, and it was great.
He said he remembered you. He probably really didn't.
Well, I'm taking it as he remembered me. So
I will say that Matt Smith almost ran me over at Chicago Comic-Con
he doesn't
when he
have
was
control of his limbs.
Yeah, he was on his way somewhere, and we were walking across the hall, and boom.
Yep.
So Megan is actually going to start with a companion, and I will start with a companion. Megan starts with Amy Pond.
Yes.
Her fellow Ginger.
Yes.
I am actually going to be starting with Sarah Jane Smith. Now, these companions, they offer ways to help you focus dice. Sometimes they add more dice, and other times they provide special abilities. I will try my best to remember Sarah Jane's ability because half the time I forget.
Mm-hmm. With Amy, I just re-roll, so hers is a little bit different. But yeah, you always forget Sarah's.
So we're going to be going around to different locations. We're going to be rolling what they call story dice. That are the dice there. They have different, here is the cheat sheet. So they have different faces depending on which color they are. So the black dice have one of each symbol. The green dice have 3 running man, 2 speeches, and a chevron. The blue have 3 science, 2 light bulbs or ideas, and 1 speech icon. And the red dice, these are the power dice, they have basically, I call them fight, 3 fight, 2 chevrons, and a light bulb. So we're going to be using those to basically do the story to beat the dilemmas so that we can move our TARDIS or move the Dalek ship backwards. We're going to start each with 2 sonic screwdrivers. We're going to, or I guess they're just called sonics.
Sonic
They're these little tokens. We're going to be collecting 2 of those at the start of every turn. We're going to be using those to re-roll or to change die faces. We're also going to start with 2 timey-wimey cards. These could be equipment. They could be things that provide us a dice. They could be re-rolls, usually good things.
Normally good things, yeah.
So that is the gist of the game in a nutshell. So let's get to playing, and we'll explain as we go. The rules say that the earliest incarnation of the Doctor actually gets to go first, which in this case would be me. So this is something I'm not used to doing, is going first. So basically what I want to do is I want to prepare. That's my first step. Now what that does is I can take 2 sonic charges. I can take 2 as long as I get up to 5 as my max to start my turn there. Any equipment that I have in my hand, I could install into my TARDIS. I actually do have a piece of equipment. It will cost me 2 sonics, so I'm going to install handles, which is one you usually have.
I do.
So he's going to be able to give me an extra die, color, whatever I want. And then my other timey-wimey card that I have is an event that I can use on my adventure. So that's all I'm going to do on my prepared phase. Now I'm going to travel. Now to travel, if I want to travel to Earth, I can travel to either Earth present, Earth past, or Earth future. If I want to travel to Earth, I don't have to do anything. I can just go there. However, we have this TARDIS die, and if I want to go anywhere else, I have to roll this. If I roll a TARDIS symbol, then I get to choose the top 2 locations and pick one. However, whoops, if I roll the question mark, then I only get the top location.
Because you don't know where you're going. She's taking you where you need to.
Because she thinks she knows what's best for me.
She does know what's best. Come on.
All right, so go ahead and roll it. And I get a question mark.
There you go.
So my location is either the Bank of Carabraxos in the future or Clara's apartment in the present.
It is Clara's birthday today, too.
Is it?
Yes, it is. November 23rd. 86, I think.
86 was a fine year.
I think that's her birthday. 86.
So I think where I'm actually going to go, I'll turn this like this, is I am going to go to the bank. So
it's a good first date.
Yeah.
According to 12.
So I flip over the dilemma, and I'll see that I have icons on there, and I have icons already on the location. So I'm going to need a running man, an idea, a light bulb, and 2 science. So this shows me what colors of those dice actually are the best chances for getting those. So the first thing I'll do is I will create my dice pool. So that my doctor and most of the doctors give you 4 black dice and 1 blue die.
Except 12. He gives you red dice.
And I've already forgotten Sarah's.
Well, go ahead. It's
ability.
fine. We'll timey-wimey that.
Yeah, because this game is going to be all sorts of timey-wimey. I got fish fingers and custard.
Ooh, yummy.
Okay, so Sarah Jane will give me another black die, and handles will give me any one color. I'll take a blue.
Take a blue. You need more blue.
Yeah, I need more blue. All right, so your dice pool can only be a maximum of 8 dice. I've got 7 here.
Did you take with Sarah?
I did.
You're not
Sarah only gave me 1.
Would you take a green?
I can focus now.
Yeah.
So Sarah will allow me to change one of my black die out for either a blue, or excuse me, a green or a red. So I'm going to change the first one for a green, and then I don't need any red at that location. I will change this black one out for another green just because the green will give me the running man chances, and I guess that's really it. So yeah, I'm going to go with those. So there's my 7 dice. I could ask for help, but I'm not going to on this turn.
Not yet. You're good.
Give this a good roll. And I got
Running
1
man.
science.
You have 2 science. You have a light bulb, and you need a running man.
There's my light bulb.
Put your blue in. You don't have a chance of getting a running man on a blue.
and you could re-roll your black. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but you can re-roll your green with both Sarah and...
So, yeah, I'm going to use the doctor's ability to re-roll this green. And nope. And then Sarah will actually allow me to re-roll all of my green. So I'll re-roll both of these. And I got the running man.
Awesome.
So I have won the challenge.
Nice.
So now what I'll do is I will look and see what reward is. It says I move my TARDIS forward 2 spaces. So I go there. And then I get to choose a timey-wimey card from the discard pile and put it in my hand. We don't have any,
Not
so
yet.
I don't get any with that.
But you defeated the Great Intelligence.
I did. I defeated the Great Intelligence, which is about the snowman.
It is the
So
snowman.
this will go away.
That's a good episode, too.
And now I will do basically the finish part of my turn, which is I would discard an empty location, but I don't have any. Place any dilemmas on any empty slots around Earth, which we didn't do Earth.
No.
I can discard down to 4 timey-wimey cards, which I only have 2. And then I pass the TARDIS die to the next player. So now it is Megan's turn.
I'm actually going to go to Earth Past and try to recruit some companions there.
Yeah, I should have done that. Oh, the boneless. I don't like that episode.
That wasn't the best episode.
So each
Flatline.
dilemma does give you basically what happens if you fail. So we don't want to fail.
No. So I go ahead and get the 4 black and a blue with the Doc, Amy.
The Doc.
Get a green. That's what Graham calls her.
Doc.
Actually, I should have prepared. My bad. Get those 2 sonic charges. Don't want to play anything at the moment, so that's fine. And then Amy can swap out for a green or a red. I think I'll get another green. And that will be that. So I need a speech bubble, a running man.
A science and a light bulb.
Well, I have a light bulb. I don't have a science though. So
You can use 2 sonics to reroll any 1 die,
Or
or you
3.
can pay 3 sonics in order to change any die face to that of your choice.
so I'll just pay the 3 because I'll get 2 back next turn. Make that the science, and we're good.
Ta-da! Alrighty. Alright, so now we will replace the dilemma here.
I'll go ahead and get that companion, and since I'm on Earth and I can link with Amy, I can go ahead and find Rory.
Rory.
I like Rory. Veronicus. There we go.
Okay, so we've done the finish part with this.
Yep.
Now Megan is done with her turn. Unfortunately, the Daleks get a turn.
They just get to move though.
They just move, and they start on Skaro. So once they get to one of the time anomaly tokens on the board, then we'll reveal a time anomaly card, and we have to do basically what it says. But that's all they really do on their turn.
They don't do too much.
So now it is my turn. So let me start off and do my prepare. I get my 2 sonics.
Get your timey-wimey.
I will remember my timey-wimey. I feel like I should have a remember all.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, so I have determined Clara. So the good thing about this is there are 3 Claras in the game, and they each give you
Dice.
a die. So this one gives me the red. I got another one that gives the green. Another one gives the blue.
Helpful and resourceful. I don't remember which does which though.
So for those that are not familiar with how this actually ties in, Megan, why don't you tell them?
So during the Name of the Doctor episode, Clara actually jumped into Eleven's, well, just the Doctor's time stream, and basically scattered herself throughout his life. So that's kind of why Clara just pops up randomly in different time spots. So it works out, and then we get to pass her along after we use her ability. So she's pretty nice. She just pops between doctors.
Yeah. So I think what I'll do is, do I want to go someplace else? This actually is not bad for me to stay at because it keeps giving me, allows me to move 2. But I think, yeah, I think I'm just going to stay here. So either side actually gives me the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stay here at the bank.
It's better chances than her apartment.
Yeah. And so I will flip over the new dilemma, which is House, the TARDIS Eater. But this has a linked companion, which is Idris.
Yep.
So we will find her in the Alien Companion deck. And so temporary companions and unfortunately she's going to go back at the
Yeah.
end. But if she was any other companion, if we were successful in the adventure, we'd actually get to add her to our companion list. So I will just place her there.
Which is kind of fitting. She was only in one episode. But, you know, she's in more because she's the TARDIS.
Yeah. So I will go ahead and prepare my dice pool, which, like I said, will be 4 black and 1 blue for the Doctor, 1 black for Sarah, and Idris is actually going to give me an extra 3 black. Clara, I'm going to go ahead and use her, will give me a red because I might need to get that red chevron there. So now I'm going to focus die. I'm going to use Idris's ability to change one of the blacks to a blue. And I will also use Idris' ability to change one of the blacks to a red. I will also use Sarah Jane's ability to change one of the blacks to a green. And do I want to do another one?
I don't know.
I could do another green. Yeah, let's go ahead and do another green. So I have to actually get down to 8. So I have, and they put this dice pool thing on the top here so you can see how many you actually have, but you know, you can just count them. So I'm going to be keeping 2
I was
black.
going to say, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So, and here's the other thing is, if I wanted to re-roll, I could discard a black die and re-roll all of my dice.
So it's good to normally keep a couple blacks at least.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and do these. Okay, hey, and I got a funky die there too.
Yeah.
I did get a running man.
Light bulb, there we go. Swap it out.
Yeah, so there's a light bulb. I need another running man.
Light bulb.
I need another light bulb.
And a chevron.
So I don't actually have those. So the Doctor, I'm going to go ahead and use his ability to re-roll a red. And I got the chevron. So all I need is a light bulb. There are no light bulbs on any other die. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to, instead of using that,
Okay.
I'm going to do that.
So you can re-roll.
I actually cannot re-roll.
You've got some sonic charges.
I'm going to use the Sonics, and
3 or 2.
I'm going to use.
Well, Idris would let
3.
you re-roll your blacks, so you could re-roll
Yeah.
the black one.
You're right. So I'll do that first.
There
And I
you
got
go.
a science. I need
Yeah,
a light
light
bulb.
bulb.
So I'm going to go ahead and just pay those 3 Sonics
Make it a light bulb.
and make that a light bulb.
Sounds good.
And I have won the challenge.
So you get to move 2.
I get to move 2, and I get a timey-wimey card.
Nice.
Oh, no, I choose a timey-wimey card from the discard, and there's none there.
Nope.
So moving on quite fast.
Yeah.
There.
I need to catch up with you.
So clean up.
Yep.
Clara, actually, because I used her,
Yep.
was transfer over to Megan.
Thank you.
I don't have. Oh, Idris has got to go away
Yep.
because she was kind of a one-off.
But you must draw 2 timey-wimey cards when you discard her.
Oh, cool. So I drew Resourceful Clara, which gives me the
Nice.
blue die, and we're all stories in the end.
Oh,
I know, don't be sad. I'm gonna put Clara up there. So I have 4 timey-wimeys, so I'm good.
Cool.
So it goes over to you.
I want to travel if I can. I don't know where I'm going though. Voga.
Voga, Voga,
Is that what
Voga.
they do?
I don't know.
Or are you just doing like tildes?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. If I go to the past, I can move my TARDIS forward 2. If I go to the future, I move my TARDIS forward 2. I'm getting 2 timey-wimeys there and 2 sonic charges here. Actually, I should have grabbed my 2 sonics. I
Yeah.
always forget that.
I'd probably get the Sonics.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty better. So I'll go to the past. So it's the teller. It's time locked, but we don't need to worry about that. So that's good. Okay, so
And it will tell you on the dilemma when you either have the time lock or the time breach what that actually does to you.
Amy gets a green, Rory gets a blue, Clara gets a red, so I'll go ahead and pass her back so I know I used her. Let's see, I want another green, and I can do that with Amy. I've already got 2 blue. I'll leave it at that and see what I can get. So I need a light bulb, 2 light bulbs,
The chevron.
chevron, running man, and a speech bubble. Awesome. All in one.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. So I moved my TARDIS forward 2 spaces, and I gained 2 sonic charge tokens. Woohoo.
Now the Daleks get to move.
Bum, bum.
And it's back to me.
Yep.
So I'll prepare by getting my 2 sonics.
You
I will use... don't know yet.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go ahead and I get the Doctor's Library card, which is equipment. Discard the sonic...
His library card?
His library
Oh,
card.
yeah. This is library card.
Discard a sonic charge, token to trade this for another equipment card on another Doctor's TARDIS.
Ooh.
That's if I want to be mean. I don't think I want to do that.
I mean, you could. Whatever.
Do I want to stay there and keep moving forward 2? There are some locations that will allow you to move forward 3. I think I'm moving at a pretty good pace.
Do you want to move the the Dalek ship back? Because I know sometimes you like doing that, just so we can push back time anomalies from popping up.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the time anomalies in the starter game.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we probably want to show that off a little bit. So you know what? I think I'm gonna actually travel just so we can show off more of the game.
Where are we going?
We're going wherever I want.
There's that one and that
Between
one.
these 2 locations.
Oh yeah, within
So
reason.
I can either choose to go to the Starship Byzantium future,
Ooh.
or Alfalva Metrics future, or I can go to Skaro present or
Ooh.
Skaro past.
Where'd you want to go to Skaro? Ugh.
Because the other thing is when you fail a location or a challenge, you have to put one of these Dalek markers out.
Which is not cool.
And if you get 7 of those, you lose.
If you
I don't
get,
think I want to go to... Well, Skaro actually lets you move those, but it also allows you to move your TARDIS 3.
Ooh.
Move your TARDIS forward 1 space. You know what? I think I'm going to go to the Skaro past.
Alrighty.
So discard that one.
Over here.
Yeah,
Right
let's
over
just
there.
go here.
There you go.
Okay. So... Boop.
That was a weird noise for the TARDIS to make.
So I'm going to Skaro past.
Ooh, Zygons.
Oh man, look at all them reds.
Yeah.
I need a lot of reds.
You got Clara. Clara can help you.
I do have Clara, so I will go ahead and pull my dice. So, whoops. So there's the 4 black and a blue from the Doctor, 1 black from Sarah Jane. I get a red from Clara.
I don't. You could use the blue from the other Clara, but
Yeah, I don't think I need to.
definitely swap a red with Sarah.
Well, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need all the red I can get.
Gee,
And
I
then-
can't really help you.
I don't need any green.
No.
I think I'm better off with the black, to be honest.
Probably, yeah.
So 2, 4, 6, 7.
I mean, you could use the other Clara and get another blue. It's a better chance to get the light bulb.
Yeah, that's true.
And then just have a max dice pool.
Plus, I can't re-roll those, but yeah. Yeah, there's no reason why I should short
Well, you
myself.
could with your jelly babies, couldn't you? Reroll?
Jelly babies, well, no, they're not re-rolls. They allow me to. The fish fingers and custard, though, will allow me to re-roll. So since I did go ahead and use both of the Claras, I'm going to go ahead and pass this to Megan,
you.
just so I remember. And let's go ahead, whoa, and I'm going to roll these up. Well, you know what? With handles,
Yeah.
I actually get another red. So let's do that, because I need all the reds.
Okay, that works. So you need a light bulb? What you got?
I need a light bulb, but I was really hoping to get
Yeah.
it. Here, you know what? I'm going to use
Okay, you
light
have
bulb
a
there.
chevron.
I need a fist. Actually, I
You
need
need 2 fists.
I need 3
3
fists.
fists. We have a black fist.
Oh, I do.
So that's 1. You can re-roll with 4, your red.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
So at least get that taken care of. And then
Well, actually, here, I'll do this. The Jelly Babies allow me to re-roll any number of
you have to
colored
pay a
dice.
Sonic though.
Oh, I do have to pay a Sonic.
Yeah. I mean, you have.
Okay.
Do you want to? So you can re-roll 1 red with 4.
Right.
If you get that fist, you can use your 3 Sonics and just change the other
Yeah.
red to the fist.
Yep.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to re-roll this red with the Doctor's ability.
Mm-hmm. But you got a fist.
I got a fist.
That's what you needed, and go ahead and pay the 3.
I will pay the 3 to change that. So, yeah. Okay, so I said I get to move my TARDIS forward 3 spaces. And I can remove any Dalek markers that are on the board. There are not any. So Now, as part of my cleanup, I have to discard down to 4. I only have 4 since I used the Claras and sent them to you. But we also will discard this location because it is empty of doctors and Daleks. So those go away. Now it's Megan's turn.
Woohoo. See, I think I want to see if I can travel. I can.
Oh, this goes away too.
I always forget. I should prepare first. I would just jump to traveling. Oh, it doesn't matter because I'm at 5. Ooh, so I could go to Trenzor, which I really don't want to. Or, Mondas.
Mondas. Ooh, that's what the Cybermen are at.
It is, yeah. That's actually not a bad one. Mondas. It's better than Trenzor, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go to Mondas. And I want to go to the past.
So you go to the past. Okay.
Yes.
There. So the past is the malignant animus.
Ooh.
So you're going to need 2 running man, a speech, a science, and a fist.
Got ya. Okay.
So you really need greens. Greens, a red, and a blue.
Gotcha. Okay, well, there's with 11, Amy and Rory. Go ahead and give it back to Clara's since I used them. There you go. Okay, so I need greens and blues. Amy can swap out another green. Rory could swap out another green. Let's see. 2, 4, 6. I think I'll just keep those 2 blacks just in case. So I need running man, speech bubble.
What happened to it?
Or try it in front of you.
Oh.
Science, another running man.
So, yeah, 2 running man, a speech, a science, and a fist.
Alright. Well, I need a speech. Amy could give me a speech, but let's just do that actually. So Amy can make that a speech with the green, and then I'll just pay 3 Sonics to make that a running man. And good to go.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. What do I
So
get?
you will be able to move your TARDIS forward 2 spaces, and you get 2 timey-wimey cards.
Cool.
All right.
Nice.
So how many timey-wimeys you got?
I got 4.
You're
So I'm
good. And we will move the Dalek ship forward 1 space.
Yep. So your turn.
Back to me. I will prepare. We'll get my 2 Sonics. I will get my timey-wimey from Sarah Jane. Ooh, I like that one. The Sonic charge gives me 3 Sonics.
Nice.
I don't think I want to stay there.
No? You want to move?
Yeah, I think I want to move.
There you go.
I mean, it's nice to move forward 3, but some of those things, yeah, it's hard to get a lot of reds. I'm not generating a lot of reds.
Yeah.
Ooh, question mark. So
You're going home.
I'm going to Gallifrey. Okay, do I want to go to the past? All doctors move their TARDIS forward 1 space, which is nice. Plus, we get Susan linked. Or I can go to the present, and all doctors gain 2 Sonics. I get to move my TARDIS forward 2, and I would get Romana. I think I'm going to go ahead and go to Gallifrey present to get Romana. Actually, go ahead and just place that over there.
Presents right here. Go ahead, she's in the alien pile.
Yeah.
Find her. Your dilemma is the woman who lived with Lady Me.
So I have Romana, and it says while with the 4th Doctor or the 8th Doctor.
Yeah.
So that must be from the Big Finish.
I think so, because
Audiobooks.
Romana is supposed to be president of Gallifrey. So.
I can re-roll any 1 die, and her ability is I can change any black die to a speech bubble. So that's not bad.
We don't have the 8th Doctor yet, though.
No, these are the only Doctors that come with the game. It's the 1st, 4th, 11, and 12. We're anxiously awaiting one of the first expansions that actually features 5 and 10, which 5 we've both met.
Yes, we have.
And 10 you kind of have a crush on.
Who doesn't have a crush on David Tennant? Let's be real.
I even have a crush on David
I
Tennant.
have a crush on Matt Smith, though. That's obvious.
Okay, so here's my Doctor dice. 1 from Sarah Jane. Romana is actually going to give me 2 black die. What do I need? I need a ton of blue, don't So let's go ahead. I'm going to use Resourceful Clara. She will give me a blue. I will use Romana's ability to swap out a black for another blue. Let's go ahead. I'm not going to use the green, even though, because I need the speech bubble for green, because Romana has that ability to change a black to speech bubble. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I'm going to have to get rid of one of the black ones to get down to 8. And that's it. So give these a good shake, rattle, and roll. Okay, well, there is a speech bubble, there is a science, and I need 3 light bulbs. There's 1 light bulb, and wouldn't you know it, I don't have any other light bulbs.
I should have helped you. I could have changed that with Rory.
Well, so I've got those. I can re-roll this blue with the doctor. So I think I will do that. Oh no, here's one over here.
Oh.
So I didn't have to do that. I didn't see that one over there because I had all 3 of the blues. So I need speech bubble, science, and 3. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to re-roll this blue one with the doctor's ability. I did not get the thing there. Romana says when she's with the 4th or 8th, I can re-roll any 1 die. I'm going to re-roll this blue again.
Space.
Nope. So I am going to actually use the Sonic Charge, which gives me 3, but go ahead and just leave them in the bank because I'm just going to change that blue to a light bulb.
And there you go.
And that's all she wrote.
Alright, so all doctors gain 2 Sonics and move your TARDIS forward 2 spaces. Jeez, you're going to win.
And that is all I need. Now, since I won the challenge, Romana will become a permanent companion, so I just move her up into the companion slot on my TARDIS. So now it is Megan's turn.
Okay, clean up Scara, though. That gets to go away.
You know what? Hang on.
Yeah, you should have 1 less, because you still have the other Clara.
I do. So I have to discard down. I'm going to actually discard. I'm going to pay to use the doctor's library card. Because it says, except I can't do that. No, that's during prepare. So I can't do that. I'm going to get rid of all stories in the end. So now I'm back down to 4 timey wimmies. Yeah, I was really wanting to pull that Sonic Charge back again, but that's okay. All right. So what are you doing?
Oh, we didn't clean that up. I don't know, what does this one moves forward to? That one moves forward to. I'll just stay there, actually.
Are you going to stay in the past or are you going to go to the future?
I think I'm going to stay in the past, but let me
Or
prepare
present,
first and get 1 Sonic Charge since I have 5. I'll go ahead and install the Doctor's Cane. It's an equipment, so with 11 equipment timing army cards cost 1 less Sonic Charge to pay, so that's free. So that is, if I'm any other Doctor, I can reroll my black once, but if I'm the first Doctor, I could reroll that twice. So I'll do that. I will stay in the past. If you can flip that for me, please. See what I'm up to.
All right. The Impossible Astronaut.
Lake Silencio.
Which is actually Lone Rock Beach, or Lone Rock Lake, something like that, in Utah, southern part of Utah. We've been there.
We have.
We have seen that water. We have seen that stretch of beach.
We've been in Monument Valley, exactly where they were, which is pretty cool.
We've actually been on top of the dam where Rory got shot.
By Crowley, yeah.
By Crowley.
I mean, come on. It's Crowley. I'll give you back that Clara. See, I need some greens. Amy can swap out with green.
Yeah, you need greens, blue, or 3 greens, 2 blue, and a red, really.
Rory, I'll use Rory for that green. I'll use Amy's for the red then. So I'm at 2.
You need a
4,
chevron.
6, 8, and well, I've got some Sonic Charges too. That helps. Let's see. All right, so I need a running man, speech bubble,
science,
a
speech bubble, a light bulb, and a chevron.
Light bulb and a chevron. Well, I need another speech bubble.
Rory. No, he gives you light bulbs.
Amy does, but there is a speech bubble on the blue.
Except she gives you the speech bubble for a green.
Green, I know, yeah. I'll just pay the 3. That's fine.
All right.
Do that and speech.
All right. So you're going to move your TARDIS forward 2 spaces,
Bump up.
and you're going to get 2 timey-wimey cards.
So I'll have to discard, I think. Yeah, I'll have to discard one of them. Ooh. I will get rid of, so long as there's mercy, always mercy. Let's get 12 on it.
That's the Davros episode, isn't it? When
Yeah,
Davros'
the-
little boy in the minefield or something.
The Magician's Apprentice and Witch's Familiar. That's a good episode too.
All right. So now the Daleks are going to move.
Yep.
And they are at a time anomaly.
Ah,
So we'll remove this from the board. And Megan, what is our time anomaly?
into the Dalek. So Doctor's moving to a location that is not a time anomaly, must discard 2 sonic charge tokens or 1 timey-wimey card. And then we have a list of roll dice conditions we need to meet in order to win.
So basically, this is another challenge. It's a location. We don't have to roll it in order to go to a time anomaly. So we're going to want to get rid of this because it will really hinder our movement. So we would just travel to this like we go to any other location, and you can see the dice that we need down here. If we fail, we move the Dalek ship forward 1 space. So I'm just going to place that right there so you can see it. And I'm assuming, Megan, that's... Oh, it's
your
my
turn,
turn.
actually. I mean,
So-
if you want to go there,
No,
that'd be
I will travel over there.
a good idea.
So, any other special things? Just...
Nope. Just, if you don't go there, you have to get rid of something, but
Okay, well,
go ahead and prepare, though.
I will prepare. I can only take 1 Sonic.
Sarah.
And Sarah will give me a timey-wimey, which is teamwork. Choose another doctor. Both of you gain 2 Sonics. So
Ooh.
I like that card. All right, so go ahead and prepare my dice. I get that and that and that and that. And I'm going to use both Claras. So those will transfer over to you.
Thank you.
And let's see, I need plenty of red. So handles will actually give me a red. Sarah Jane, I'm going to go ahead and swap that out for, I think, another red. I will use Sarah Jane's other one to swap out for a green. I will use Romana to swap out for another green. And use Romana to swap out for a blue. So I don't have a lot of extra black, but let's see. So 2, 4, 6, 8. I'll actually be getting rid of all of the black.
Ooh. You've got sonic charges if you need them.
Yeah.
And you can re-roll. Might as well.
I can reroll, so we're just going to go with all these colored dice.
Alrighty.
Whoop.
Is it a running man or a speech bubble?
I don't know what it was.
It's like you can keep it. Alright, so
Alright.
we need running man,
There's a running man.
speech,
There's a speech.
2 science,
There's 1 science.
fist,
Fist.
2 chevrons.
And a chevron.
You need another chevron and another science.
Okay, so I'm going to use the... I need 2 chevrons.
You need 1 chevron and a science.
Okay.
You can re-roll.
I can re-roll
You can
with
re-roll a
Sarah
lot, yeah.
this green because there's a chance I could get a chevron on it.
Okay. Yeah. Nope.
I did not.
You did not.
I will use the doctor's ability to re-roll this red,
Okay.
and I want to get a chevron.
Chevron, yep. Yep.
All
So
right.
we need a science.
So
Oop. That was
we need a science.
need a science.
I will actually pay 3 sonics
Make it a science.
and turn this blue into a science.
Awesome. So our reward is move the Dalek ship back a space and move your TARDIS forward too. You're just
Cool.
moving right along there.
So now that time anomaly is done. We'll remove it from the game.
You're just back in your TARDIS.
I will be back in my TARDIS.
Gallifrey is gonna go away though. Now I'm
Yep.
gonna clean up.
Clean up, clean up.
Right.
Right. Megan's
It's
turn.
It is my turn. I want to try to keep moving. I'm probably just gonna stay there, honestly.
You want
But
to stay in the past?
yeah, because I mean they both moved too.
So,
Well,
well, you got to prepare
yeah.
first.
Just go ahead. I have the electric guitar, which is an equipment, so I can go ahead and install that for free. I love that scene. That's one of my favorites, too.
How cool is it to be Peter Capaldi riding in
On a tank.
playing an
Well,
electric
he got
guitar?
it for his fish.
You got the tank for his fish?
See, he had a tank for his fish.
Haha.
That's what he said. Why not? And he was actually playing the guitar, too, because he knows how to play guitar, which is awesome.
He was in a band, or is in a band.
He still is. He pops up occasionally. You know what? I'm going to see, actually, if I can maybe move, just so we can get a different location out. I can move. I can pick between the 17 or Zeta Minor.
The 17, that's a
So, like,
Lilo
that's a-
adventure, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I was like, it's got 4 on it, you would know. And then the moon, which is an egg.
The
The
moon.
moon is an egg.
There's a platoon of Jadoon on the moon.
Jadoon platoon. Platoon.
There's a platoon of Jadoon.
No, I thought it was a Jadoon platoon upon the moon.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I have to go back and watch
But
it.
do you know why he has to say that?
They made him do it.
Yeah, because David can't say the O's very well with his English accent because the Scottish comes out. And Russell was like, we're going to do this.
Is it
for
double
you."
Scottish?
Double English. Move your TARDIS forward 2. Move your TARDIS forward. 3. TARDIS 2. Let's go to the moon.
Go to the moon.
Go to the moon.
Fly me to the moon
Ew.
and let me race among the stars.
Alright then. I'm
And
gonna
if you want
go-
a Facebook Live of me singing,
No, don't give him any ideas. I'm gonna go to the moon past because I can move 3 there. And it's the Cybermen. Cybermen on the moon. All right, not Jadoon. Cybermen. Go ahead.
you know, they had the scariest music in
Use
like
those.
Earthshock.
Really?
Yeah, it was like really doo-doo-doo. It was really,
Cybermen are meant to be scary though.
well, they are.
That's the whole point.
I think the old Cybermen from the 80s were scarier than the new
Well,
Cybermen.
you know, they're a little
Although-
weird looking now.
Although the new Cybermen all have that
Yeah, they have the noise.
when they walk. That's a little
It's a little
unnerving.
creepy. I need blues. I've got blues. I need another red, so I'll get one with Amy. Rory can give me another green. And then I'll keep... Yeah, because I can change. I need light bulb. Yeah, we'll do that. I can reroll. Alright, so I need science. I need 2 science and a light bulb, so I'll go ahead and change that with Rory.
You need a fist
A fist,
and a running man, which you have.
a running man, and a chevron, which
Can you re-roll?
cannot reroll a red, but I'll just pay the 3, it's fine. And we'll do that.
All right.
So I move forward 3, and I gain a sonic charge.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3.
Moving up. Not as far behind as you now.
Yeah. Well, this is a cooperative,
race.
so
It's cooperative race. It's still a race. In my
yeah.
opinion.
Megan really wants to be the first one.
Mondos is going to go away.
It will go away.
And Dalek gets to move now.
Yeah.
He's just hanging out back
He's
there.
got quite a ways for his time anomaly.
But your turn now.
All right.
You need to go somewhere.
I need to travel. Let's travel. And I'm going to travel, and I get to pick.
Ooh, got some good ones.
Mars passed. That's like 1 space. That's 2 spaces if I go there. Or Nerva Beacon. Go 2 there. Or move. Ooh, Nerva Beacon Future. Let's do that. That'll move me 3. Here.
Yep.
So put a couple of dilemmas down. Oh, timey-wimey.
Yep. Yep.
I gotta get my sonic charges and my timey-wimey card from Sarah before I do all my travel. But,
Yes.
my equipment. I will pay 1 to install. This is the large scarf because that works perfect with my doctor.
Does fit.
So yeah. All right. Do I want to go to the? I want to go to the future. Nerva Beacon Future. Ooh, the Master's Trap, and it's the Anthony Ainley Master, who was
Ooh.
awesome. If I fail, I regenerate.
Ooh, so you were turning to me.
Yeah, I
So
would
I
turn
would have
into
to turn
you,
into
and you would
12.
have to turn into 12. Yeah.
Do you want some help, or do you want
Well,
to
let's-
turn into me?
Let's see what I have here.
Do you want to
So I'm
turn
going to
into
start
Chief?
with that and that and that and those
Jeez,
with
you got a
Clara.
lot there, yeah.
And you know what? Throw that in
Go
with
ahead and pass
handles.
me the Claras, please.
Yeah, so I'm using both of the Claras.
Thank you.
I will use Sarah Jane to make that a green, and do I want the other red? I think I do. That's with Sarah Jane's ability. Romana, I'm going to change that black one to a blue. And then I think I want to keep, I need speech bubbles, so 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. There we go. All right. All right, so I need a speech bubble and another speech bubble over there. I need a science. I need chevrons, which I don't have a single chevron. I do need a light bulb there. So I need 2 chevrons. So I think I'll go ahead and use the doctor's ability to reroll this red. And I did not get a chevron.
You can
Well,
re-roll
here's the thing.
with the scarf and try to get a.
Well, that's only the black dice, though.
Yeah, but there's still a chance.
Okay,
Chevron's
so
on there.
I'll use the scarf to reroll this black die.
You can reroll it twice too. 'Cause
I
you're
got a
4.
science, which I don't need a science.
But
Well,
you
that's I can
re-roll it
reroll 2
again.
black.
Yeah.
I only have 1 black,
Oh.
so I don't get to reroll it twice. Let me do this. I'm going to use Romana's ability to change this black into a speech bubble.
Okay.
And I will use Sarah Jane's ability to reroll this green, and
Yeah, but
hopefully I get a
1.
chevron.
Yeah.
1 in 6 chance, but I did not get it. I will use the doctor's ability to reroll this red. And I did get a chevron.
There you go. You got some sonic charges.
I do have sonic charges, so I'm going to use the 3 sonic charges and turn that other red into a chevron. And I will defeat the Master's Trap. So, since I was a Nerva Beacon, I moved my TARDIS forward 3 spaces.
Oh, no.
1, 2, 3.
No.
Getting close. Didn't want to regenerate. That would have been bad.
Oh, yeah, we all would have.
So let's get rid of that. And I think that's it. So now it's your turn.
Alrighty. Go ahead and prepare.
And I don't have to
2.
discard down because I only have 4.
Yep. Oh, I technically should have. Since I now have 5, since you gave me the Claras.
No, I gave you those on this turn, so you're fine. It's just at the end of your turn.
You're right. I can still move forward 3 if I stay here, so I think I'm going to stay there. Go ahead and put another dilemma over there, though. Ooh, the Dalek Incursion Force. Yike.
Well, technically, the rules don't say to put one here at the end of the turn. It's at Earth. But if I stay there,
Yeah.
yeah.
She might.
Because it doesn't say that you have to
No.
change. So
Just do that, though.
yeah,
Alrighty.
at least that's how we play.
Yeah.
If that's different than what other people have heard, then consider it a house rule.
4 and red and blue with Clara. So there she is.
There she goes. There she goes again.
Amy can give me a red. Rory can give me another blue, but I'll take another green maybe. 2, 4, 6. I'll take another green and then leave a black. Ready. So I need space, light bulb, fist, Running Man, space, and fist. And with Rory, I can change that to a light bulb. Yay!
Yeah, because I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is not like Yahtzee. You need to get the symbols on your first roll,
Yeah.
or use your reroll abilities or your dice changing abilities.
Alright, so move my TARDIS forward 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And gain a sonic charge token. And that's it.
All right,
So Daleks get to move forward.
And now back to me. I only need to move 1 space.
Unless you fail.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to travel.
Go for it.
And I can go where I want. Oh, let me prepare. I keep forgetting.
Yep.
So let's do that and get my timey-wimey from Sarah. Ooh, it's equipment. Discard of River Song. I get an extra black for the fez.
River doesn't like hats, that's why. There you go.
Okay. Ooh, we got there. Ooh, the Orient Express.
I love that episode too.
Really?
That's a good one.
Or there's Aristotle in the Far Future. Or Shada. 3 times. Oh.
No, it's that one.
Get this. This is your reward. Regenerate. Yeah, you would move your TARDIS forward 3 spaces, draw 3
Why?
timey-wimey cards, and then regenerate.
Oh, wow.
Don't want to do that. This is move 2 spaces.
I did actually see, like, you could buy the Shada at, like, Walmart the other day.
By what?
The Shada, like, the episode. Because it was, like,
Oh, the
gone.
animated one?
Well, they had half of it was, like, them, and then the rest of it was animated.
Yeah. They used what they had filmed.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, though.
I think I'm going to go to the Aristotle Far Future. So, move these 2. Those there. Whoops. Ooh, the Vurd.
We can never
Vurd,
pronounce
Vurd,
that.
Vurd, like the Swedish chef. Vurd, Vurd. All right, I need red and blue, so I'm going to go ahead and use both Clara's.
Yeah.
There's a red.
That's like such an easy one. It's only 4.
I know. This is going to be overkill.
No.
I should be able to do it fairly easily.
Unless
So
you
there's
do.
that for the
But I could maybe
doctor
win.
and Sarah Jane. Yeah, you're not going to win.
Oh, maybe.
that.
I want to win.
Use that to swap out with Sarah Jane. Use this to swap out with Sarah Jane. Put my other blue there. Use this one to swap out with Romana. Use that one to swap. No, I don't want to do that. That'll leave me with 2 of those. Yeah, I think that's what I want. Or handles. Do I want handles to give me something? I need another. I want to swap the black for the green. I don't think so, because I can use Romana's ability to change for speech bubbles if I need to.
Okay, that's overkill.
All right, so I have a speech bubble and a speech bubble, a fist, and a light bulb. I didn't even need all those dice. So that will allow me to move my TARDIS forward 2 spaces.
You
That's not-
overshot it.
I'm at Gallifrey
You should
and
go
draw.
back one.
I draw a timey-wimey card, but we win.
Well, you win.
I win.
You
Well,
got there first.
it's a shared victory because we're both the doctor, right?
Yeah, but you got there first.
All right. So what would be the trophy? The staff of Rassilon?
That's a bit powerful, sure.
I'd just settle for K9. I have a really cool canine. He's about that big, but I don't know where I put him. I used to have him at work, and I know I had to bring him home. And since I brought him home, I don't know where he's at. So he would have been my trophy, because who doesn't want a 10 dog?
I mean, Rose didn't. Rose didn't want Mickey.
Yeah.
Mickey's the tin dog.
I'm the 10 dog. I'm the 10 dog.
He is the tin dog.
All right.
He's
So
much more than the tin dog.
so now that we have our trophy, let's get to what we think.
I'm going to go ahead and let you start because you're the veteran Whovian in this house.
Okay. So again, I want to point out we played the first game because we played this 3 times. We've tried to film it, and none of those games have been under about an hour and 40 minutes.
So long.
Just because of the way we played, and then we had a technical difficulty on one, so we wanted to use this one as the shorter one. This still ran about 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's still a good time game though.
But so yeah, normally we play with the full thing where, you know, it's hard. Like I said, we've lost half the games that we've played because you have those time breaches and the time locks. So it takes away special abilities. You saw there was no doubt that we were going to win this. But this gives you a really good idea of how the game is played. I think the game plays a lot like Elder Sign. If you
Yeah.
like Elder Sign, you know, you're rolling the different colors dice that have different symbols on them. So, and we really like Elder Sign. So I really like that. Even though you've got dice and you're talking about, the randomness. There's so many ways to mitigate that I don't even consider that an issue. Now, let's talk theme.
Great.
This is an awesome thematic game. I do feel like I'm the doctor traveling around. I've got the companions that are helping out. I do have the long scarf that my grandmother made me, that Tom Baker's doctor had. So thematic, I think, is just oozing with theme. I think it really hits the mark on that. We're traveling, in the future. We're traveling in the past. We're going to the present. We have all the iconic things that you would expect in a Doctor Who game. The artwork and everything, it comes directly from the TV show, so that's really good. There's plenty of variety in what you get with the timey-wimey cards and what they do. The time anomalies, there's, like I said, there's actually a bunch that we took out because they have you do that in your first game. The quality on the minis, I think, is awesome. Here is the fourth Doctor. You can see he's got his hat, he's got his curly hair, everything looks really cool. The Daleks, I think, really look awesome because they got all their eggs on their base there. Eggs.
Okay, Rory.
But they just look really super cool. And then, of course, you have Davros, which if you ever have to put Davros on the board,
It's game over.
it's almost game over because once you lose after Davros is on the board and if you lose any of the challenges, you lose that. But gameplay-wise, I really enjoy this. We've played the heck out of this game.
Oh, yeah.
Just because we're Doctor Who fans, and we really enjoy it. So now that I've given my little 2 cents worth, Megan, take it away.
Pretty much exactly the same reasons that you like it. I love this game. I think it's awesome. I will never pass up a chance to get this to the table, and it's perfect for the anniversary today. So that's a plus. No, I just love it. It's very thematic. It ties in, all my favorite characters, and definitely looking forward to getting those expansions so we can add more companions and doctors and get some new locations to go to. So I'm just overall really excited for getting my hands on that, and I just love the game in general. I could just talk about Doctor Who all day though. So
yeah, it's a really cool game. I think if you're a Doctor Who fan, I think this is pretty much a must-have for your collection. I think you'd like it. We've only played it with 2 players. This plays up to 4 with the base game. So, the more doctors you have, the chance of the whole regenerating thing is really kind of a cool concept because you'll keep your TARDIS and your companions, but you'll regenerate. And so your abilities are going to change, or the dice you get may change, because the Peter Capaldi Doctor one, he actually provides a red die instead of the blue. But no, highly recommend this. Again, once you play your first game like you saw us do here, definitely play with the time breach and the time lock and all that, because you need that challenge.
Yeah.
This was a good way to show you how the game flows and how the game plays and so forth. The other one, the other way, the normal way, I think you'll really get a good feel for it. Just realize it's going to take a little bit more time.
And if you want to probably get maybe a little bit closer look at some of the components and all, we did do a Facebook Live after we first did our very first gameplay. So we kind of gushed about more of it there, but we've pretty much done a good job gushing about it here too.
Yeah. Everything about the game I think I really like. The components, we didn't really say much about that, but nice thick cardboard stock. The dice are really cool. The different faces that are on the dice, I think those are neat. So
yeah. Overall good game. Definitely go out and get it if you're a Whovian, because it's great to add to your collection.
Yep. And that is Doctor Who, Time of the Daleks, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.